Years of strong growth, new car sales in China have started falling. Figures for August show the car market shrank nearly 3.5% in August compared to a year earlier. That continues a trend that began in June. Production was down even more sharply by about 9.5%. It is an unavoidable theme at this year's Frankfurt Motor Show, one of the industry's most international events. One company that is bucking the trend, however, is Daimler, which owns Mercedes-Benz.
Different from our peers, we are very successful in China as well. For instance, in July, our sales grew by 40%, more than 40%. In August, more than 50%. So we definitely have no reason to complain.
I want to bring in Lauren Fix right now. She's an auto expert and author known here in the U.S. as the Car Coach, and she joins me here in New York. Lauren, great to have you on the program. You know, we've been covering a lot of the different cars that are being shown there in Frankfurt. Two trends seem to be coming out across the industry, though, and that is the resurgence of trucks and this continued focus on electric cars.
Right. Electric cars are very hot right now, and what you're seeing is all the manufacturers offering some form of alternative to petrol, essentially, as we say in Europe. So that could be diesel, that could be fuel cell technology, and that could be electric. And the electric is a hot subject. And Audi even came out with an e-tron SUV called the Quattro, and they're planning on bringing that out in 2018. So you're going to get the performance and longer range than the name that I'm not really a big fan of this product, but it's Tesla here in the U.S. And they're saying we're going to beat that car. And Mercedes is saying the same thing. They're saying we've got vehicles, we'll have longer range, we'll have everything that consumers want, but they won't be tethered by the limit of a battery that we have right now. So they're using new technology, and that technology is something that consumers are going to want, and that's going to definitely help the auto sales.
Yeah, and you may not be a fan of Tesla, but, you know, a lot of the sort of buzz and sexiness around Elon Musk and all those reviews, I think, is probably what's spurring that competition. Interesting that the electric, and even with the trucks, is coming at a time when fuel prices are going down. That's helping trucks, but the trucks are a lot more fuel efficient than they were in the past, aren't they?
Absolutely. I mean, even Jaguar came out with an F-Pace. Since when would you think of Jaguar coming out with an SUV? But they brought out the F-Pace. It's all Jaguar. It's all performance. So we're looking at performance as well. And they're coming in with a diesel vehicle at $40,000, and that's going to be coming in after the first of the year. So you're watching every manufacturer stepping into that truck or slash SUV market. At the same time, they're also offering electric or plug-in, and you're seeing the combination of the two because that's what consumers are demanding, especially here in the U.S. They want to have the vehicles of choice. They don't want to be forced into a specific type, but it gives them the alternative of diesel, which is a great solution because the price of diesel is much less here now than it has been, and the price of gasoline is down, and plus electric is another option.
Yeah, that's right. And people have a longer-term view. You know, gas is cheap now. We don't necessarily know it's going to stay there. Lauren, I'm wondering what you think. We have news just out overnight that the UAW, the United Auto Workers Union here in the U.S., struck a deal with Fiat Chrysler. It seemed like it came pretty quickly. Is this another piece of encouraging news for the auto industry, for the U.S. automakers in particular?
Yeah, the UAW typically goes after the big three automakers by picking what I would call the weakest link, which is a shame because FCA really does have some phenomenal product out there on the market. But they have a lot of entry-level workers, and because of that, they were the low-hanging fruit. So once the UAW decided to target FCA, which is Fiat Chrysler, includes Ram Truck, this actually was such an impact that Marcioni did not attend the Frankfurt Auto Show. He stayed behind in order to negotiate an hour-by-hour extension from the UAW. They were able to do it in the 19th hour, and the big thing that they're going to eliminate is two-tier what they had is after the recession, they had a two-tier pricing structure essentially for their employees. So that's going to start eliminating and go back to the old structure of the more you know, the more you get paid, and they want to raise the income on senior level employees as well. So that plus creating a pool for health insurance is actually a good thing because there's about 40,000 UAW workers here in the U.S., and that may help lower the cost of health insurance. Again, trying to make it work because it makes it easier for GM and Ford once FCA agrees.
Right, that's right. And they're both calling it a win-win. Maybe this time it just might be that for everyone. Let's them focus on getting those new models on the road. Lauren, great to catch up with you. Lauren Fix for us, the Car Coach.
Thank you.
We want to know what you think about all this. Are fuel efficient and tech specs the key driving force in your decision about buying a car? Are you more into style and substance? What models have caught your eye? Forget about the price tag. Just tell us what you want. You can let us know your thoughts. Tweet me at Mag.